All right, welcome back to Let's Go Crypto. My name's Darren. Today, I want to just free roll it. That's it. No editing, no intro video, no nothing. I'm going to go back to 2021 old school YouTubing, just free throwing it. All right, so I wanted to come out during the weekend. I was just so busy. But if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys smash up the likes, hit that subscribe button. Today, I want to talk to you guys about like what I'm doing, what meme coins I bought, what altcoins I bought, what my thoughts are on the market, where is this going, what to expect. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the whole video. It could be a long one. All right, so I'm looking at Bitcoin right now, and clearly, yeah, we're up. This is the daily chart. But the thing that I'm really watching right now is the Bitcoin dominance. And this to me is like the biggest thing that is the most important when it comes to altcoins. Like I hold some Bitcoin, but when they say 80% Bitcoin, 20% altcoins, meme coins, I'm completely like the opposite, right? I have like such a little amount of Bitcoin compared to the altcoins and meme coins and all of the stuff that I have. So anyways, but yeah, so I wanted to quickly show you guys some stuff here. So I got this thing set on November 29th, this vertical red line, and then I've got some, trend lines that I'm watching here. This is being the peak here. I honestly thought this was the peak here at 60.5%, but I was fooled. So it's going to take some time, but I think by November 29th, it's going to have the peak. The peak will be in by that time. And why do I say that? Is because I wanted to show you quickly, and this is what I've been really doing. I've been watching this sort of thing, and this is really important, right? So we had the peak of Bitcoin dominance back here at like on the 17th of December 2020 and on the 4th of January of 2021. So like that was the peak. It was really high. It was almost like 75%. And then after that, basically, we started coming down. And I was going over, I was doing it with a buddy. I was talking to him on the phone and I was explaining to him some of the research that I had done. And I was looking at when Bitcoin started to, go parabolic, the banana zone, once it broke like the $19,000, the old all-time high. And I was looking at when did that happen and when did the Bitcoin dominance peak? And it was in that time frame. So I wanted to show you this. This might be boring for some of you guys, but I'll be totally honest. Like this is really important for you guys to look at stuff like this. Like, it's one thing to look at, giving yourself an idea of how high some of your altcoins will go, but to understand the market cycle, to understand where you are in a cycle, and to look back, you can only look back in the prior bull runs to even get an idea. And a lot of the stuff that I've seen, they are repeating. They're repeating stuff that's happening. So if they're repeating already, and we're going into a bull run and we broke all-time high of that $69,000, $70,000 range, and now we're going into the banana zone, it's good to see like where altcoins were, when did they peak, when did they start to run, when did meme coins start to run from the time Bitcoin started to go. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, just to get you guys kind of in that mindset so you guys have an idea of what to look at, right? So anyways, I'm not doing any editing, guys. This is like old school Let's Go Crypto. So if you haven't watched the old videos, like we're talking really, really old videos back in 2021, that's what I was doing. So, and I think it's totally fine. All right, so I have this white vertical line. That was the Bitcoin, the halving of the last cycle. And this basically was the week that Bitcoin, maybe I'll make it a bit bigger here so you guys can see. So again, if you've already seen this stuff before, then maybe you probably don't want to watch this video. But so this candle right here on the daily, this was on the 16th of December of 2020. That was the day we punched through the prior all-time high. And I've got that there. You can see that was the prior all-time high. And that was that's where we punched through in December of 2021. That was on the 16th of December. So I go back to, I look at the Bitcoin dominance now of where was that, right? So that is where this red line is right here, this vertical red line you can see. If you could see that. All right, so this was exactly when we broke through all-time high, and we peaked in that dominance not much longer after we actually started running. Like that was only 18 days. 18 days is when we actually did that. And I wanted to show you guys now, for instance, on the Bitcoin price where we currently are right now. And that's kind of why I think I put it there. So we broke through the prior all-time high, you know, whether it was the 5th of November or it was the 6th of November. And I'm looking at, you know, 18 days or so. But I put it at the 29th of November. It's not on this chart. It's on the next chart, on the Bitcoin dominance chart that I have. I put it though November 29th. Right here on this line. And this could be brought back a little bit or, you know, whatever. But I'm watching this because when the money flows out of Bitcoin and it goes down fast, guys, because when we had that drop last bull run, like that is extreme. Like, look at how fast it went down. And I'll show you here, because if we look at the peak of Bitcoin, the peak of Bitcoin was on the 28th, 29th, or 30th of November. So this little circle right here, this shows the peak of the April bull run. And down here is the peak of the November bull run. And this is based off of like Bitcoin. So you can take this, if you guys have TradingView, go on to Bitcoin Dominance, BTC.D, and study this stuff. And then I'll do one altcoin so you can see exactly how I do it. And then you guys could take a look at this. And this basically all this is for is to get a really good understanding of where you are in the market, because your altcoins or meme coins might not be performing right now, or they're overly performing right now. And you're thinking about, shit, I should probably sell this coin. I need to get out because the market's going to dump. We're you know, we're already over, you know, $90,000 in Bitcoin. The bull run's over, and you're just going to miss out on so much, guys. And I learned a lot from the last bull run, so I just wanted to quickly show you this. So, but if you look at where the Bitcoin dominance peaked, okay, to where I'm going to measure from the top circle to there, that's only like 119 to 120 days. So that's only 4 months, guys. So why I think this bull run is only going to be for the next 4 months for Bitcoin is because we're already seeing how quickly we're moving. All right. And I've got like this green bar, yellow one, and the red. So in that red range, this is when I'm going to have to be really serious about getting out of the market. I marked these lines a long time ago, and I was pretty much dead on. Like, I mean, the low is right here back on the 5th of August. There's so many things you can measure, and they're almost repeating exactly like the last bull run, which is kind of scary. But at the same time, if you're taking the time to look at these charts and doing the research and following this, it'll allow you to have a better expectation and conviction of like what you guys need to do when you're holding your altcoins or meme coins. Because in the last bull run, I bought a lot of winners, and I ended up getting late, you know, impatient, lazy. I sold too early on some. I sold too late on a bunch too, but the ones that I would have made the most on, I sold way too early, like way too early. Like I bought stuff that had huge potential, and I actually sold it too early. So a lot of stuff that I learned from last bull run, and I'm learning a lot of stuff already this bull run, so I can apply it for the next one. So basically, this is where my timeline is. All right. Now I can look at, I wanted to look at, I'll use Cardano, for instance, because Cardano was around last bull run. And I think what we looked, I'm going to delete this because we don't need this shit anymore. I think the last bull run, I just want to quickly look at, I'm going to move this up here so I don't have to go all the way down next time. Was it 16th? Okay, yeah, it was the 16th of December of 2020 is when Bitcoin started to run. Okay, now this altcoin Cardano, this one here is another situation that might be a little bit different than other ones, because I was looking at 4 of them, and a few of them had different things happen, and I'll explain to you guys why Cardano had something different if you guys weren't around last bull run. But the 16th of December of 2020 is when Bitcoin started to pop through its prior all-time high, and that is typically when the bull run starts. All right, that's typically when. So I want to look at the 16th of December here. Okay, so that is like right there. I'm going to put a line there so you guys can see it. All right, 16th of December. There. Okay, so that is where Bitcoin started to pump like crazy, right? And if you look at Cardano, for instance, we ended up having, quite a while until it actually started to peak here. So I'm going to measure to their 151 days. So that's like 5 months. And then the peak there that was in September, 260 days. But a lot of altcoins, they peaked like end of November, end of December. So why was this any different? It's because if you search it, this is when Cardano actually got listed on Coinbase. So for some of you guys, like I hold Caspa, a lot of like coins like Caspa, Veracity, they're not on Coinbase yet. So if, for instance, there is going to be a mention of it, if Caspa does get listed on Coinbase, it'll be that, buy the rumor, sell the news situation like we had for that early Bitcoin halving, where everything ramped up. As soon as the halving happened, everything dumped. So as soon as Cardano got listed on Coinbase, it dumped like hell, and it never, ever came back after that. You can see here, that was it. That was the high right there, and it never came back. And right now, people are looking at Cardano being like, oh, wow, it's going up so much. Yeah, I mean, when you look at the chart, I mean, yeah, it's got a long ways to go. But I mean, I had Cardano. I sold it around here in March. I got out of it. I put it into Caspa because I have way more conviction into Caspa. There's way more stuff happening for it. But I wanted to do one more here. I wanted to do Shiba too for you guys because a lot of us are into the meme coins, and I wanted to put a vertical line on the December 16th here so you guys can see where that was. All right, so you can see here on this chart, way back when, that was when Bitcoin actually started to pop through its all-time high. And before we got any action on Shiba, like, something that was like a measurable chart, we're looking at 5 months before it actually did anything. And if you look at the last pump this was in October. So this one peaked out even before the bull run ended. That was like 316 days. So 10 months later. So right now, like during this sideways action of Shiba, because Shiba was like one of the best performers last bull run. Maybe even if you measured it here, that was like 4 months where it did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Bitcoin already was pumping like crazy. A lot of altcoins were pumping like crazy. But the money wasn't flowing out of like Bitcoin into Ethereum, into the big coins, big large caps, and then into meme coins. It took like 4 months. So if you're holding some of these meme coins and they're great communities, great projects, whatever they are, whether they're utility coins or meme coins, and they're not doing anything yet, don't panic because it takes a while for this thing to play out. All right. So there is no panic. But when it does happen, things happen very fast. All right. So I won't get into anything more than that when I look at this. I think there was one more thing I wanted to do when it came to Bitcoin, just so you guys can see exactly like how things run here. Right. So I'm going to measure from that week where we broke all-time highs and measure right to that first peak. A lot of people say that was like the real bull run. And that only took 4 months, guys. That was it. And during like May, June, July, we saw that massive crash. Like most of everybody like got scared. That was when Elon Musk started tweeting about how, he didn't like the way that the, Bitcoin was mined and it wasn't good energy, blah, blah, blah. And it dumped real hard. And then we did actually, at the end of July, we started going again. And we had that really short run again. And that didn't take that long either. That was, again, less than 4 months. So I just have a feeling like sell in May, stay away is still in play this time around. And a lot of people aren't thinking that. A lot of people think we have right up until the end of 2025. And that's fine because if, in crypto, not 100% of people win in crypto. I would say it's less than 5%. So if a lot of people in these big channels are talking about Bitcoin and altcoins peaking right till the end of 2025, I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. So I would say, do your own research, do you, but for me, I'm going to be definitely getting out. If my coins are up like crazy, I'm definitely going to be taking profits before that happens. But, if we measure that 4 months, right? So where we are right now, whether it's going to go longer than that, I just don't think it's going to happen. So 4 months from that candle right there, it takes us to March, end of March, first part of April for Bitcoin. All right. Now, I have one last thing I want to look at. And maybe it won't be the same for all coins, but like I said, if you have a coin and the expectation is you're going to hold it because it's going to get listed on a Coinbase, and it does get listed on a Coinbase, the lead up going into that, the anticipation, the speculation, the buy the rumor, sell the news thing, once it gets listed on Coinbase, I would say 9 out of 10 times, that's it for it. I mean, you can look right now at like Pepe. It dumped pretty hard after it got listed on a Coinbase and Robinhood. It's always that buy the rumor, sell the news in crypto. That's how I've seen it 100% of the time. Well, 95% of the time. Take a look at Shiba Inu. When it got listed on Binance, as soon as it got listed on Binance, it dumped 85%. Pepe got listed on a Binance. As soon as it did, it dropped 85 to 88%. I called that. I did a YouTube video on it. It's easy to see that. That's just the way things are in crypto. So if you are new to crypto, I hope that this information is going to help you. But I wanted to show you guys here. So Bitcoin peaked in the first part on the 14th of April of 2021. All right. So I want to take a look at, let's look at Avalanche, for instance, 14th of April of 2021. So we had a first run up in February of 2021, March, April. So it was a few months early. And we had that real big peak in Avalanche here in November of 2021. So it's hard. Maybe this one isn't the right one. You would have to go and look at these because, they, let's look at Algorand. And while Algorand's actually popping pretty good randomly here, I'm still holding on to it. You have to have some tech plays for sure. Let's see. It doesn't look like much when you go like that, right? So 14th of April 2021. So we see another pop in February. And then we ended up getting that big, candle in November, right? So, and then let's look at Solana too. Solana was around last bull run. All right, so this is kind of what I was looking at. And yeah, if we didn't get that last run in November, I mean, Solana would have stayed around $58 to $60. But December 16th, let's do this one quick. Why is it so hard to get? Whatever. That's December 15th, all right? So that's when Bitcoin actually started to break all-time highs and go into the banana zone. And if we take a measuring tool here and we look at that peak from there, that first run-up was 155 days. And the other last one is it peaked on the 18th, 19th of May, and Bitcoin peaked on the 14th of April. All right, so it was like 1 month afterwards. So, I don't need to go into, I think you guys are getting the gist of this. So Bitcoin will have its peak, money outflows out of Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance drops, goes into, top caps, mid caps, low caps, and then meme coins. Now there is Murad, right? At Must Stop Murad. I like what he talks about. There was something that he posted on his Twitter. Maybe if I could pull it up real quick here. Let's see. Oh, notifications here. Murad. It was pretty interesting. Right here. Here it is. So this is like what he's saying. And really, it's honestly happening already, as you can see. So the old money flow originally, you know, like last cycles, like up until now, but the last cycles, money into Bitcoin, market dominance drops into Ethereum, into large caps. Then we have our altcoin season. This really is actually playing out the way it is, because we could see already like Bitcoin into Solana. Solana is outperforming Ethereum like crazy. And I said it probably a year ago. It had to be a year ago at least. In one of my old videos, I did a couple of them that I said, and if you don't believe me, you can go back and take a look. But I did. I said Solana is the new Ethereum of this cycle. And we saw already how well Solana is doing. It's still outperforming. It's still doing very, very well. And then we saw Doge, right? Department of Government Efficiency, but the real like Dogecoin, massive comeback, doing very well. And then we saw like the top meme coins doing exceptionally well. We ended up getting a Robinhood listing and a Coinbase listing for both WIF and for Pepe, right? So then, you know, it's good. Like you might say, oh shit, you know, I really wish I would have bought those coins. So it sucks that my meme coins aren't going up like crazy like some of these ones, like Pepe. I missed Pepe, or I missed WIF, or I missed PopCat. They're doing so well. It's so bad because my meme coins aren't doing well. You have to think of it this way, right? So when we have the flow from Bitcoin to Solana to Doge, the better Doge does, the better those top meme coins will do, and how much better your low cap meme coin will do. Because it's all money flow from one into the next. As they're making profits, the whales are going to be putting it into the top meme coins after Doge, and then they're making huge profits on their top meme coins, and they're going to start, you know, unloading that money and profits to make more profits into those low meme coins. So this is the way it works, right? So it just takes time. So if you got, you know, meme coins that are, you know, from 50 to 100 million, you're probably already seeing some stuff happening to it. If you've got meme coins from 5 million to 10 million, they're probably not doing a lot right now. They've got really active communities, Telegram's buzzing, Twitter's buzzing, but it's really not doing anything yet. Just have some patience. And that I feel is what's most likely going to happen. I don't think, myself personally, I don't think we're going to see like I think we're going to probably see like a win-win on, you know, like a win-win on both sides. Probably something split down the middle here. I don't think it's going to be one or the other. It's not going to be black and white. It's going to be a gray situation. That's how I see it. So, because, you know, on a day like today, you know, I had at one point, my Mina was up over 10%, Celestia was up over 10%, Near was over 10%, Caspa was almost at 20%. And then over here, I've got Cadena over 10%. Algorand, it was at 25% up for the day. We've got Reserve Rights over 10%. Sushi's almost at 10%. Atom Cosmos, I can't believe how well this one's doing. But you're going to see like, it's going to go back and forth. Like randomly one day you're going to wake up and you're going to see one of your coins that you know, either you sold it too early or you gave up on, or you're still holding, and it's up like 25-30% for absolutely no reason. None of it makes any sense. That's why it's good to just buy cheap. Like I bought, guys, in 2022 and in 2023 in the summertime. And then I took take some more positions during the summer because we had some massive dumps. I was able to deploy some more money into some of the ones that I was holding. I DCA'd into some, but like Sui, for instance, I bought it in 2023 in the summertime. I bought a lot of this stuff. Smurf Cat. I got it back in the summer of 2023 when it was at like just around 3 million market cap. So I've been still holding all of these coins because I have that expectation of like following the charts, understanding history, looking at Bitcoin dominance, looking at all of the signs of what I learned last bull run, and I'm applying it to this time. So I hope you guys like understand all that. You know, it is a lot of stuff to take in, but it just is what it is. Like if you're going to be, you know, buying crypto, the better you understand it, it's going to pay off for you guys. If you don't understand the market, you guys are going to be having a lot of trouble, because how are you supposed to know like when's a good time to get out? Like, you know, if you're selling every little pump or every little dump, like it's just maybe either it's not for you, or you probably should, you know, get more education. I know there's probably not a lot of videos like this one because everybody's just trying to shill the next meme coin. I'm going to show you guys the meme coins that I have in my portfolio. I did add actually 3 over the last week, and I'm holding. I'm not selling nothing. The other thing you should look at is, like, if you have expectations of making life-changing money this bull run, and you have a coin that's up $5,000, is $5,000 life-changing for you? Or is millions of dollars life-changing? I mean, it all depends on who you are. But if you're here for life-changing gains and you have something that's up $5,000 and you're looking at it that you better sell it because you need that money, don't think that way. Think the way that this has to be life-changing for me to do something this bull run. Are we going to have another bull run? If you weren't here last cycle and you haven't been through the whole bear market, I don't even know how to explain it to you. It's the longest, it's the slowest grinding, you know, it's unbelievably, like, it's terrible going through all of those years waiting for this moment after the halving to actually take these life-changing gains. And for you to just jump in, look at a $5,000 or $6,000 pump in your portfolio and say, I'm out. See ya, man. Like, that's not how you should look at stuff. And I think a lot of people just need to be educated more. You need a hold. You need to really have conviction, and you really need a hold. All right. Don't worry about the day to day. Think about, look at the charts like what I said. You know, we're looking at 4 to 5 months from when we actually broke out on Bitcoin. That's from like here, right? So we're looking at like way over here somewhere. If Bitcoin does peak out like in April, I'm assuming altcoins and stuff will peak out probably a month later. Meme coins probably 45 days later, in that range. But I'm gonna be watching very closely what's happening around that March and April and May, in there somewhere, because I'm definitely going to be taking my profits. I'm definitely going to be maximizing my profits. But if for some reason, you know, again, it depends on how much money you've deployed in crypto, but let's just base it off of $10,000. A 10x on 10,000 is 100,000. 100x on 10,000 is $1 million. So if you have 10 coins, $1,000 each, and you're sitting at a 5x by March, April, or May, then I would say probably continue to hold, because we're probably going to see something happen by the end of 2025. But if what I think is going to happen, most likely a 10x is nothing. A 10x in crypto is nothing. I'm assuming like say from something for SWI, for instance, if people call it the next Solana, SWI's lowest price was like 40 cents, 38 cents. Okay. We're basically 10x so far. Solana, in the last bull run, Solana did, I think, was like a 280x. All right. So I don't think that's going to happen for SWI. I mean, it'd be nice. I've got a big bag of SWI right now. SWI is actually my biggest holding. Oh no, I'm sorry, guys. 170x, not 280x. So 170x. SWI so far has only gone up 10x. That's it. So that would be ridiculous if we saw SWI pull 170x. I mean, I don't even know. Let's see quickly. What does that actually work out to? So what you do is you take the lowest price at, let's just say 38 cents, all right? Then you hit the add button, and then you go 171x, right? So that's 17,100%. And then you put the percent sign. So that would be a $65 65 $65 sweet if it went up that high. I think I've got it right. 17,100%. So that would be a $65 sweet. So we still have pretty much like a 20x from here to get to that point. So there's zero reason to sell it right now. For one, we're not 4 to 5 months after the day that Bitcoin broke its all-time high. We're not even in 2025 yet. And the other one is the Bitcoin dominance chart. Like, this is what I'm really looking at. So once Bitcoin dominance starts to really go down, and I'm thinking probably this time around, if you look at prior cycles, okay, let's look at prior cycles. Like back in the day, Bitcoin had like a 90%, like it was way up here. Like the Bitcoin dominance almost was at 100% back then. But obviously it's been diluted like crazy because we've had so many coins. I think it could literally come down to 35%. That's why I put this white line here around that 35%. And it could happen very quickly, as you can see how quickly it came down. That move right there from that peak to that low right there was literally 136 days. All right. Now it did drop lower during that area in the summertime when we had that bear market, that mini bear market last cycle. But we did have that next pump up. It didn't go up that high at that time. And that was where we basically ended the bull run on that circle. All right. So anyways, okay. So hopefully you guys watch this whole thing here. So I'll tell you two more things you need to do. So go on to CoinGecko, add all of your altcoins into a portfolio watch list. Like I have my portfolio on another website. This year I've kept all of my coins in a watch list so that I can keep track, because I've got like 30 some of them, 35 or 36 altcoins that I bought. Everything from, layer ones, layer twos, infrastructure stuff, Web3, DPIN, AI, all of that stuff. It's all here. So I have to keep watch of all of this, because if you don't track it, you'll never know how your coins are doing. I don't even want to look at my portfolio until I know, like, I can see coins that are way higher than they were in March. There's no point in looking at it. I think it's probably detrimental to be looking at your portfolio. The best thing to do is get yourself a watch list set up like this. Go to CoinGecko, get yourself an account. It's very easy. Just sign up with your email, get a password, and then if you want, you go here to add coin. You type your coin in and you start, and it's done. And then it's in here. And then you can take a look at seeing how the coins are doing, what your coins are doing. And like I said, Algorand, for some random reason, has outperformed everything else currently this week. Now, it just started on Sunday, but it has. So, I mean, it is what it is. You buy cheap and you hold forever. That's all you have to do. Just hold. And as the money starts to rotate, you're going to start seeing more and more stuff happen. So these are all the coins I have. I have coins that I bought last cycle that I still hold, like this garbage coin, this garbage coin right here, like just garbage. But I'm not going to sell it. There's clearly no reason to sell it now. Carlson is another one. But I still do think that there is still life there. They are tweeting. They are working on a new version, like V3 or whatever it is on Carlson. Super low cap. The reason I bought it is because of Caspa. I thought I missed out on Caspa, but then I ended up taking a huge position on it during the summertime. So anyways, that's what it was. All right, but I'm going to show you guys. So these are all of the altcoins that I hold. I mean, there's a lot here. Everything from gaming, GameSwift. We've got playable games, Myria, Voxy's in here. What other ones do I have for gaming? That might be all for gaming. Metis layer 2. I've got AI. Oh, here's Shrapnel. I've got Shrapnel there. And then if you're looking at like AI stuff, like on-chain AI, layer AI, Solidus AI, Chain GPT. What else we got? Near Protocol is one of my larger holdings because it's, again, layer 1, but AI. Tenet is another AI project. Let's see what. Oh, actually, no. Tenet's not. Tenet's what is it? It's like staking. Staking. I forget how they say it. But I bought this like back in like 2022 or 2023. Hello. So GameSwift is another one. Playable Games is another one. I bought it. It went down during the summer, and I bought a ton more. I have a lot of conviction. Like, I mean, I look at if you're buying something and you liked it and it was doing well last bull run, like last time in March, like this thing here ripped in March. So I feel it's going to rip even harder this time around. And they're always posting stuff on Twitter, super active. And don't feel bad if your gaming project isn't doing well right now, because gaming hasn't been a narrative yet. AI had a huge narrative, and we're going to see NVIDIA earnings coming out on Wednesday. But as the bull run continues, we're going to have lots of things happen. There's going to be a lot of narratives that happen. And I'm just going to check my phone real quick there, and we'll continue. But zero editing today. I'm done editing. All right. We got snow today. We actually got snow today quite a bit, and we're supposed to get snow for the next week straight. It's going to get to be -10. So let's look at minus, if you guys are in other parts of the country, -10 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. So you can see exactly. So -10 degrees Celsius is 14 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you have like 50, 60 degrees Fahrenheit and you're concerned, or you're feeling like, I live in Canada and Alberta, this actually isn't that cold at all. In Calgary, it gets to be as cold as -36 we had last winter, and it didn't last that long, just for, maybe like a week at most. We live close to the mountains, very close, about 40 minutes away from the mountains, from the Rocky Mountains. So we actually get these Chinooks, they call them, and we actually get some really nice weather. But the weather's always changing. Like literally one day it could be -20, and the next day it could be +20. It's that extreme, guys. Very dry. So to the west, Vancouver, very humid, very wet, rains all winter, no sun, right? On the east side, we have colder temperatures than Vancouver, lots of snow, humid. Doesn't usually get that cold, but they get hit with a ton of snow. For Alberta, we have some pretty mild winters. We might only get a couple weeks of really, really cold temperatures, but we have like as much sun as you can imagine. It's very dry, not humid at all whatsoever. It is here, but that's where I live. And how did I get to that? Okay. Now, meme coins, last thing. So I've got one set up for my dad, got one set up for my buddy, and I also got one set up for the meme coins. All right. So this is all of the meme coins that I have, excluding one. And if you guys are in LFGO, I wanted you guys quickly to know that it's not 100%. I wouldn't be too concerned. I'm not concerned on it at all. It's just that LFGO, all they do is post, and it looks just like Lego, right? And the Lego that they have right here. So if you guys haven't seen it, even Mike Tyson on that fight, he was actually wearing LFGO on his shirt. So these guys got some sort of a letter from the legal team from Lego, saying that what actually happened is they sent a letter to Dex Screener and to CoinGecko, and they actually pulled LFGO off of that. On CoinMarketCap, it is still there. It's one that I've bought. I have high conviction on it. I'm going to hold it regardless. I'm not going to be one of those Jeets that sell and in a few months later look back and it's at $1 billion market cap. So what they're looking at doing is trying to figure out a way with their legal team to somehow try to make a partnership with Lego of some kind. So let's hope that happens. But going back to the meme coins here. So yeah, same thing. You can go here, check it out. I bought one super, super low cap coin here at $14,000 market cap a couple days ago. It is up from where I bought it, but this one here, again, it's one of these ones that it just seems like every single time a coin comes out, it dumps to nothing, goes sideways for a month or two, and then it just wakes up. I had another one here. I did sell it though because it was one of those ones that I had to just get out of it once it went up. I don't know, it was like 20x or something like that. But same thing, came down and went sideways. So that went down from June 20th to June, July, August, September. For 3 months, it did absolutely nothing. And then boom, it shot up like 10 plus X. And then since then, nothing. So always watch your stuff. Add your meme coins to another watch list on CoinGecko. Keep it separate. Check it daily. Go to your Telegram. Check your Telegram messages daily because you just never know with the meme coins. They may have something that happens. They might have to change it to another contract address. Who knows? The dev sold. There's so much stuff that can happen. It's unbelievable to see like Epic down 34% in the week. Smurfcat down almost 30% for the week. Mong down almost 20%. Like LFGO down almost 60%. All of these down. It's unbelievable. But what happens is out of nowhere, once the money starts to flow, it just turns on the green into these charts and they go completely as high as you can. You can't even believe how high they go. So yeah, I mean, I have so many that are low, like $1 million market caps, 4 million, under around 10, 11, 14, 18. Even Sigma, that's my top holding. Like not the top. No, it's not really, no, because my MSTR and my Smurfcat are actually larger holdings. But like for market cap wise, Sigma is the highest. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But what you have to look at is watch what Bitcoin's doing, watch the Bitcoin dominance. Don't be concerned on every small little dip. Best thing to do, have conviction. If you've bought something and it's down 30% and everything is still the same, add to it. That's the best thing you can do. There's no point adding 50 more meme coins, selling one meme coin you bought a month ago and sell it at a loss to buy something else. That's just not the way to do it, right? So yeah, if you haven't already, go on to Must Stop Murad, this guy right here. Follow him. He's got really great information about what he expects for the bull run with the meme coins, with all of it. All right. And I'll leave it there. All right. So basically, that's all I've got for you. And if you're still here, congratulations for watching this whole video. That's about as much information as I think I can give anybody on any given day. So thanks again for watching. And thanks again for subscribing if you're new. And we'll see you next time on Let's Go Crypto. And until then, be real, stay real. Ciao.